Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to be doing a product review on this car cover here by Simoniz. Let's go ahead and get started. Now the vehicle that I'm testing it on is one that I've been having some issues with it leaking. Normally it has a leak around the seal of the sunroof, also down on the passenger side where the door comes down along the windshield. That seal in there has a crack. I need to get that fixed, just don't have the time right now. Had to move it out of the garage, so I figured this is a perfect time to test it. Last time I had it out in the elements and it rained all day, this is what we had to deal with. So this will be a perfect test because, as you can see, it's very overcast out here. We're scheduled to get rain all day today and possibly tomorrow, so it'll be a really good test, and then we'll be able to remove it and see how we look on that side. I actually picked this up at Ollie's. It was on sale. I believe it was $24.99, but here's an image of it. I found it down the automotive aisle. There was only one left, so I decided to check it out. You can see it had been reduced here to $24.99. And if we look here on the front, it gives you the size, what cars it fits up to as far as length, but it says full elastic hem, UV treated, water repellent, which is what caught my attention. And then here's what the box looks like here. Now the cool thing is on the back of the box, they have all the different makes and models of vehicles, and it tells you what size would be best for your vehicle. My particular one needs a smaller one, but because of the spoiler, I decided to go with a larger one, and check it out. But if you do have an Ollie's in your area and you're satisfied with the product review when we're done with it and you want to pick one up, it's a really good price for this, because normally when you're getting one that's water resistant and more for the elements outside, they're a little bit more than that, so it's not a bad deal. It has a pretty decent fit on the car, as you can see here in these shots. It's not a perfect fit, but not bad. And you can see here on the hem, the stitching here, it actually looks really good. This is not a flimsy material. Let's see if I can get up. It's, it's pretty thick. Not a chintzy material, but you can see the stitching here. If we come along here towards the front, here as well, it's actually hemmed nice. Now you can see it's not fully covering the vehicle. Here in the front we're good. It's wrapping under the bumper, but because of this car having a high spoiler in the back, it's kind of throwing it off. I actually went with one size larger. They recommend for the Dodge Neon a medium. I actually went with the large just to play it safe because of that, but we're still having the issue here. Not real major, it's just the back end is a little bit exposed. The issue that I'm running into, as we already mentioned, is with the sunroof, and then on the passenger side here inside the door, that rubber seal. So those parts are definitely covered well. One thing to point out here, let me get a close-up. You only have one grommet connection on each side here in the middle where you can tie it down, as you can see. Some other better car covers, you'll have multiple points, so you can really strap it down along, like maybe 3 underneath, and then on the ends. This one only has the one here in the middle that you tie. If we come along here on the front, it does have nice thick elastic here on the ends where it can tuck under the bumper, as you can see it's doing here. But as we already mentioned in the back, because I can't get it to go fully down, I can't get it to connect there, but I don't think that's going to be a big issue. It does come with this handy little storage bag where when you're not using it, you can fold it up nice. You can put it into this bag, seals it up, decent material. And then here on the inside of it here, it also came with this here, 2 little patches where if you need to make a hole for your antenna to come through, you can put this in around that area, so that way you're not jeopardizing the integrity of it. Here's a close-up. So, as you can see, it's a very overcast day. They're calling for a lot of rain. We're going to let this thing sit out here and do its thing, and then we'll be back after the rain is over, hopefully tomorrow or the day after, to then remove it and see how we look on the inside. As we saw already, normally we would get a lot of water in there, so we'll see if it did its job, and we'll conclude this product review on this car cover by Simoniz. So we are back. As we saw last night, we had some bad weather through the evening, all through the night, heavy downpour. So I feel this thing got a proper test as far as the ability to repel the water. You can see now it looks pretty dried out. It's very windy, so if there's any wind hitting the microphone, I apologize for that. But very windy, which is lifting it up here in the back. I can't haul that on the car cover because, as we saw at the beginning, because of the spoiler I have, we're not getting a proper fit down here. In the front, we didn't have any issues with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to untie this so we can lift it up, see how the car looks. Then the ultimate test will be to open it up and see if it leaked any water on the inside, and then we'll conclude this video. All right, put this off to the side so we can take a look at the vehicle. Set this here so it doesn't blow away. Let's check out the inside, and then I will take a look. All right, so it's soaked right here. Let me show you. You can see it still came in. Now, up here is dry. Normally we'll have some moisture up here, and it will drip in here. So as far as on the sunroof, it helped, but on this side here, and I'm going to open the door over there so we can get a closer look. And you can see it. Look at that. Got a lot of water in here that needs to be removed. It's soaked. So it still came in, and the leak is in here. This needs to be replaced. It's got a bad crack going through here, so water's coming in right along here and then dripping in this way. But not good. Well, that's a disappointment. That was the main reason I got that, was to keep the moisture out. And since it did say water repellent, I figured it might help. I did notice, as we saw earlier when we looked at it, it has a kind of a porous material, but for light rain, I did see it beating up and rolling off, but I guess with the heavy downpour, it just went through. As we saw in the clips from last night, it was kind of, you could see the condensation and moisture underneath of that. So, not good. All right, so let's conclude this product review. On a scale of 1 to 10 for this car cover by Simoniz here, I'm going to give this a 2. And the only reason I'm giving it a 2 and not a 0 is if you're looking to just kind of keep your car covered as far as the price point of it, basic weather conditions, I think it might be fine. But if you're putting it outside like I was, to be out in the elements all the time, definitely failed big time on that. If you have a vehicle that maybe is in your garage, maybe a high-end vehicle, you don't want people scratching it, touching it, and you just want to cover it, great option for that as well. So scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 2. I hope that this video was informative for you. I hope it helped you out just to kind of see what this thing is, what it can do. Please send me any questions and comments. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I appreciate all the support. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.